Welcome back to Tales from the Ship. A couple quick schedule announcements before we start the show. You can catch First Mate Steph and myself on the MSC World America, September 27th through the October 4th. We will be sailing on the MSC Seashore, December 4th, and that's all that's actually nailed down for right now. We have another prospective one, probably MSC Grandiosa, in January-ish, and we're looking to do something for First Mate Steph's 35th birthday sometime in March. Keep your eyes open, or your ears open, for more on that. And that's really all I have for those announcements. So without anything further, please enjoy this week's episode where we sat down and spoke with Kristen from Love the Mouse on board the Disney Dream for their Halloween on the High Seas voyage this past weekend. Enjoy! The microphones are really sensitive, so as long as it's shotgun pointed at your mouth, you can be right up on it. You can talk a little quieter, or you can be like, 8 to 10, 12 inches away. But if you want to kick back and just kind of let, rest here, the closer it is, the quieter and softer you can talk.
Yeah.
If it's further away, you got to project a little bit.
I'm in theater, so projecting's not a problem.
Wonderful. And you are number 2. Up a little bit.
Great.
Can you hear us okay? Can you hear yourself okay?
I can, yes. That's
Perfect.
wonderful.
Wonderful.
Cool. Fantastic. And we, generally just kind of start talking. I was already recording. I just edit out the beginning and
sure.
fade in.
Of course.
Yeah.
Love that.
So welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome to Tales from the Ship.
Thank
Tales
you.
from the Ship podcast.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. It's weird. Outside of my own perspective, you try to think like other people.
Yeah.
If I walk by and someone was like, "Yeah, open podcast chair, have a seat, talk to us," I'm like, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Some people see it and they run in the opposite direction.
Yes. Yeah. Some people are like, what the hell are they doing over
No,
there?
I don't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's generally me.
So, what's your name?
I am Kristen Picos from Londonderry, New Hampshire.
Awesome.
Londonderry.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. But a lot of times I just say I'm from Boston.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that's just easier.
Do they ever get disappointed when you say you're from Boston?
So,
Like, you don't have a Boston
I know
dialect.
they'll say that. They'll say, "Well, you don't sound like you're from Boston." So I say, "Well, I parked my car in the Harvard yard." And they go, "Oh, yeah, there it is."
Yeah, I left my accent in the car when I got on the ship.
yeah.
Boston is the one town in all of America I want to go to.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's very historic, obviously.
She has a weird obsession with
Yeah.
the southy, dirty white trash portion of Boston.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you could go there.
Yeah.
yeah,
You could go there.
the Irish rednecks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, it's very big. You can come down to Fenway Park.
Mm-hmm. I want to go to Boston on St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, it is a wild, drunken, fun party that they do a good job. It was real crazy at some point in the past years, but the police, they really shut it down. No open containers, all that stuff. But it's a fun party. They
Okay.
do a parade, and of course the bars are open, and yeah. I mean that's a.
Yeah, my birthday is March 15th.
Oh, well, I mean, all right, so I'll
We've-
see you
yeah.
on St. Patrick's Day.
We were going to
in
go for
Southie.
my 30th, and then COVID hit.
Oh,
so we
yeah.
couldn't.
No, you couldn't do that. No.
No.
So we didn't.
No.
And I'm like, all right, we were going to do my 35th, but now I'm kind of thinking we might just do a Virgin cruise. 'Cause
Yeah. You can. I mean, there are some cruises that go right out of Boston.
They do. Yeah, there's one that I want to do, but it's 35 days.
Well, yeah.
So,
Totally fine. Just
Yep.
a
Yeah.
month-long
yeah.
vacation to Boston. It's fine.
Well,
Yeah.
if we did it, it would be more than a month long because it goes from Boston to Amsterdam,
Yes.
across
Yes.
the North Atlantic, and never
and then-
spends more than a day or two at sea,
Right.
which is
Yeah.
ideal. I don't like sea days, especially
Okay.
consecutive ones.
Okay.
So, like, bounce across Canada, Greenland,
Yeah,
Iceland, the
yeah.
UK.
A lot of people want to see Iceland. That's a
Yeah.
bucket list for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's what I want to do. Go out of Boston. But then you can, at least before, you could get off because they would do 2 trips a year.
Yep.
And so you could get off and
Yep.
like explore Europe, which I was raised in Germany. So like it would
There
be
you go.
me taking him to where I was raised and
Great.
then get
Love it.
back on and do
Love
the
it.
second half.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I want to
Okay.
do. But that is like
It'd be more like a 2-month vacation.
it's
And we have dogs. It
it's
doesn't.
expensive.
I got the pets. You gotta
Yeah.
figure out what you're gonna do with that. No,
Yep.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a kid too. I forgot.
Oh.
She's 17.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, she can-
no, she's
she'll survive.
fine. That's totally fine.
She's at home, she's not with us now. We go on the 27th on a week-long cruise, and she's not coming with us then.
Okay.
She does not like
Okay.
cruising
Okay.
at all.
Oh,
She gets
strange.
nothing out of it. She wants to just sit in a corner and watch TikToks.
Yeah. I mean, that's a tough age. She might change her mind in about 5 to 7 years.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think once she gets older and more established, maybe.
Yeah, and once she starts getting a taste for like experiences as opposed to consuming content.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
More
we-
about
we
bring
keep-
a friend.
We keep trying to be like, if you consume so much, just make some, and then you can make some money. Like, figure out how you can make.
You want to watch those TikToks? You can travel and make your
Yep.
own.
So she sees us, and she's like, "Why are you guys doing a podcast?" And I was like, "It's a write-off now."
Yeah. Whoops. Yeah.
Like there's reasons, and I was like, because I would rather travel than
Mhm.
have to work, and
Yes.
if I have to sit here for a day on a cruise, like that is what it is.
Yeah,
Why
we're
not?
working.
Work. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm also
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
Yes. Getting experiences and being familiar with the product and
Well, that's what
That's why we're here.
that's why we're here is because
Good.
so I have a travel agency.
Yes.
And I had somebody book a Disney cruise, and like
Uh-oh.
I don't really sell Disney.
Sure.
I do
Yeah,
Virgin,
yeah.
MSC, like those are my main ones.
Great.
And they were asking me questions, and thank God it was a friend of ours. But I was like, nope,
Don't know about that.
I don't nope. And so I told him, I was like, if I can find a good deal, because like Disney cruises
Well,
can be pricey.
They can.
They can.
They can be very pricey.
Very pricey. But this
Yes.
one, with the Florida resident rate for
The price-
balcony was like $1,500.
Yes, the price. That's why I'm here in a group we have like 75 people, and
Damn.
it's because I don't think I have ever seen a Disney cruise this price
No.
ever.
It was crazy.
I called him and I was
yeah.
like, dude.
Yeah,
And it's a Halloween
right,
cruise.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I looked it up. I think I went through every single Disney cruise itinerary, minus the Singapore, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
But coming out of the relative United States, I think this particular itinerary was the second cheapest
Wow.
out of all 497 itineraries. So
Damn.
Wow.
I mean, this was it.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw it and I called him and I was like, dude. And he was like, yep, do it. And then called my parents and I called my brother and his wife and because they have the small kids and my parents love Disney cruises. So I was like, y'all want to do a trip?
There you go. That's it.
So
Pack it up.
6 weeks later, here we
Yeah.
are.
Here you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not entirely my cup of tea. Just the kid-centric thing.
Yes.
I get it, and
Yeah.
it's really impressive.
Yes.
I do think as like I kind of a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
I do think Disney might be leaving some money on the table by not offering even like a select number of itineraries that are Disney adults only.
Well, I did the Trans-Pacific crossing
Wow.
on the Disney Wonder in October of 2023. So it was Disney decided to go down to Australia, and they have to get there. So the Disney Wonder is a smaller ship, a little bit smaller than this ship, and it left from Hawaii and went to Sydney, and it was 14 days basically, and it was in October. So not many children can take a 2-week plus
Yeah.
vacation
Yeah.
in October. So I think on the whole ship, we had 98 children.
Okay, that's
Wow.
a very small number of children.
Correct. You would walk by the Bippity Boppity Boutique and they would be like, someone has walked through the door. And I was like, not a child. So when you say Disney should have adult exclusive itineraries. I don't know that I necessarily believe that because this is what the product is. But I do believe there are certain itineraries where there will be significantly less.
Yeah, I just think
children.
They could charge an even more absurd amount of money than they already do.
I know, and they would pay it.
Like,
they would pay it.
Those Disney adults will just
I know.
throw money at it.
Yeah, we have a friend who's a Disney adult, and she would.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But also, we tried to get her to go on this one, and
yeah,
she has two small kids.
This itinerary is tricky because you have to get everything in 2 days.
Yeah.
And so obviously on the longer itinerary, we may have the same amount of children on the ship that we would, but there was more time for you to do all of the activities.
Yeah. So every single Meet the Princess line doesn't go around the building and up the stairs and through the elevator.
Correct. Because there is more time for the children to be dropped off into those kids clubs.
Yes.
And you won't necessarily see them out here standing directly next to your setup. So there's different itineraries, different dates where children may be more or less present.
It's a hell of a kids club. We walked through that on the first day. They were like, come in. We're like, oh no, we don't have kids. They're like, no, come in. And we were like, cool. Yeah. We walked through. My brother had told us that they had already been. And we were like, why the hell I wanted to do this as a kid.
I know.
It's a weird juxtaposition too, because as a parent, you bring your kid to Disney World because you want to see them make those memories.
Right.
Same thing on a Disney cruise.
Of course.
You don't want to just dump them off at the kids club.
Yes.
But I also, again, coming from someone who doesn't have small children, like we got our kid at 12, she's foster.
Sure.
I feel like by not bringing your kid to the kids club as much as possible on this particular line, you're doing them a disservice because it is designed. It's not just, we have a daycare where we can entertain your kids while you go have fun.
Yeah.
No. We made this big portion of the ship for them.
It is significantly better than I think other cruise lines.
Yeah.
And even in this on the larger ships, the Wish, the Treasure, it's even better.
Wow.
It is, you go in and you can design your own super Marvel suit and then wear it in a video game.
Well, that's cool.
They have the Hero Zone, giant blow up obstacle course, race your friends to see who can run through the bouncy castle fastest.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yes, the kids clubs are very interactive, and they have, for some people, they don't necessarily want maybe a homeschool child or another type of child that, is not used to being on their own. They have those open house hours so that the parents can go with the children and ease them into it and then sort of, let them experience it on their own, let them make friends. And the counselors are wonderful. The activities are fantastic. And the fact that it's different age groups.
Yeah.
Each club is specifically based towards that age group.
Yeah.
That's
awesome.
Yeah. I will say I know this is a little bit of an older ship.
It is. Yeah. It's a little bit.
Spotless. This is the cleanest cruise ship I've ever been on. And I'm talking about we've been on ships that are only a couple months in service, and this is the cleanest ship I've ever been on.
Yes.
Even some of the area, like right here, you see the edge right here is a little worn off.
Yes.
It's still spotless.
But it's clean.
It's clean.
No dust.
It's clean. Yeah.
Yes.
It's wild.
Yes. Disney, I will say I cruise Disney and Royal. I've been on Icon, everything from Mariner to Icon, and in between. And they are a comparable cruise line, but there's just something about the Disney ship that the attention to detail.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the interactive stuff.
The Disney Wish is the next one up from here, and they talk about the story. It's all about Cinderella on that ship and the storytelling of the chandelier. And it's like Cinderella's coach and dress, and it changes at midnight every night. And the fact that they thought about that and worked all of that. And for someone who doesn't know, an unassuming person, they walk by, they go, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But the fact that there has been this whole entire story
put into it,
and the
that's
care
awesome.
that, yes. And the cleanliness, the bath, every bathroom you go in.
Yeah.
It's clean.
Yeah.
It's spotless.
Yeah.
The decks are clean.
And I really like that. I mean, you see it everywhere. There's people that reminding you to wash your hands, but you walk into the buffet here and that guy looks like a bouncer.
Ah!
He's standing there directly in front of the door,
and
he makes eye contact with every single person that comes in. He looks right at you and says, "Please wash your hands."
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
you're
just
not getting around
directs
him.
you that way.
No, you. There is no way around that situation. It's.
Yeah, no, I have enjoyed that. Like, it's super clean. I like all the details. The even the like investigation thing you can do. The detective agency. My niece has been doing it.
Midship detective, super fun. A really
cool.
fun activity. They're all running around and getting the interactive paintings and the
Yeah, I love that. And then we the shows. So like. We usually we do MSC a lot because the cost is great.
Yeah.
And
sure.
But we don't do their shows because they're not known for their shows.
I mean, they're known for them. They're known for them being bad.
Yeah, they're not.
It's not that they're bad. It's just it's kind of repetitive. It's the same performers for every one of the shows.
Just sort of
but like
switching it
Cirque
up.
du Soleil. It's all Cirque du Soleil type stuff, right?
Okay.
So it's really cool to see once, but then I can only watch the same woman do the same trick so many nights in a row.
Yeah. They reskin a lot of their performances.
Yeah. Yes. And have you seen the shows so far?
We didn't go to the Golden Mickeys, because we have the thermal spa pass.
The rainforest
the rainforest.
Yeah,
pass.
so
Lovely.
Stunning.
Okay.
Like now we're getting to it
after dinner because Animator's palette was almost overstimulating with all the noise and everything. It's very loud.
That is the most interactive dining experience that they have on the ship.
Yeah, so it was super loud, and I was like,
that's tough for a first night. That's tough for a first night.
Yeah, and so like we went to we were just like, you know what? No, we're going up there, and we did. But last night we went and saw Beauty and the Beast, and I was super excited for that because I really love Beauty and the Beast, and it was great.
Okay,
it was wonderful.
Yeah, I mean, just Broadway caliber.
Yeah.
I mean,
we saw a couple years ago our local theater's production of Beauty and the Beast as well.
Okay.
Just 'cause we have friends who are involved with the local theater.
Great.
And it was, I mean, that's a local historic theater production. This was better.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
I mean, Disney has the finances to do a technologically stunning performance.
And then I have to I was amazed, right? So I don't know if you went to the earlier show or the later show, if you went at all.
Yes.
But the later show, there was an intermission.
Okay. Yeah, there was a stoppage.
Yeah.
Yes.
An unplanned intermission right there, right?
Right.
But then we left there, you have to haul ass through the ship to get up to the pirate party to see the fireworks and everything.
Right.
And we got up to there and we're on the deck, and then the guy who came out as I don't know, I'm going to call him the MC because I don't remember what it is, Handsome Hugo or whatever, was Lumiere.
Okay.
And I was like,
so how did that happen? Right.
Yeah.
How did he?
I was like, that dude has to be so tired.
Yeah.
Like
so
he just
performed in the most physically challenging
right. And then
production.
Wipes off all the makeup, completely changes, comes and has all the energy. And I was like, dude, I can't.
Bring it.
I'm tired.
Yeah. And all you did was walk from one to you didn't perform at all.
Right. And I was like, that dude, and he came out there.
I imagine they have a dedicated elevator. They go
I'm
straight
sure.
from the theater
Absolutely.
up to 11.
I'm sure there's behind the scenes things happening. Yes, but my favorite part of the Beauty and the Beast show is when Belle is singing and they pull this giant sheet out of the floor.
Yes.
And all of a sudden she is in a field of hills and singing, I want adventure. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then it disappears and you're like, where did it go?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was great. We had we went with our niece is 7 and our nephew's 5, and our niece she wanted to sit next to me because we were in the front. They were in the front row, and I was in the second row.
Oh, you were up in
right there.
I like to sit in the front. I like to see faces.
They got all the snow on them, and we were right on the outside of the snow. It was great, but she was terrified of the Beast. Before it even started, she was like, she's like, Aunt Steffi, I'm scared, and I was like, okay, well, do you want to sit on my lap? Do you want to sit on Uncle Dan's lap? She's like, I'll sit on your lap. So the whole show I have this child sitting on me that was not planned. And she's sitting there and I would move my hands and she would grab them and put them back around her. And I was like, dude.
Yeah.
What? And she's down to she was before the show, they have music box music playing.
Right.
And she goes, Aunt Steffi, that's creepy. I'm scared. And I was like, child, it's music.
And I love that, that show is 1 hour. Obviously, there was maybe a technical stoppage, but normally they do these full length musical productions, 1 hour.
Yeah.
You go see that on Broadway, you're going to be there for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, well, you got to have all your intermissions so
Yeah.
you can buy concessions.
And I love that, you still get everything. Nothing is
No,
left
everything was
behind.
there.
But 1 hour, we're in and out. The kids aren't falling asleep. We're not in there forever. We don't have to run to the bathroom, hopefully. But, we keep it tight, short, exciting.
Yeah, I was because the stoppage happened during Be Our Guest, right? And I was so excited for that song because I was like, oh my god, to be able to I want to see how Disney, right? And I was like, it happened midway through, and I was like, when it happened, and they all ran off stage. I just went, that's not right. Yeah, and he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, that's not the end of that song.
That's not how it goes.
She's like, what? And then they made the announcement, whatever, and so then when it came back on, I was like, man, I'm really hoping they're not just going to start halfway through the song. Okay. Right? But no, they started over.
They restart the scene.
Yeah.
I have seen that many times. I don't know too much about what Disney does in their theater production, but I've seen many shows where something technically has gone wrong and the actors leave the stage and then they come back and whatever scene they were doing, they start back at the beginning. Yeah. And I've even seen that in the parks too, just to make sure that you receive the full performance value.
It was funny because I don't remember the line, but it was at the very start where Lumiere basically welcomes her to dinner, but he's like, welcome again.
Lovely.
And
beautiful.
I just started laughing because I was like, my niece was like, what's so funny? And I was like, he just made a joke about the fact that they restarted. And I was like, and it was just very, quick-witted and didn't mess with anything.
No.
So it was really cool.
They do a really good job.
Yeah.
In the shows.
Yeah, because we saw a guy ran out like a stagehand, and there was something with the table that they were all supposed to stand on.
Okay.
Had to be it because the way they did the scene changed from before it was, when it was messed up to when it wasn't. So, so I was like, oh, because I saw a guy, I was like, that's weird. And then right after that, everybody went away, and I was like, oh. And then when it came back, there was different people. There was more people on the stage, and they were running along the table where they were beforehand. And I was like, yeah, the table was messed up.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, man, don't ruin that one song that I wanted to see.
the most iconic song
right,
in all of Disney. But they do a good job,
Great.
It really, and the show tonight, if you can get to it, is also a really nice one. It's an original, but, it still brings all the feels.
I feel like all of the shows on Disney are original.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it might be a long-running and well-known story, but it's all Disney IP.
Yes. And different ships have different shows. So this ship has Beauty and the Beast. Another ship has Aladdin.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
I think the Magic has Tangled.
Okay.
I think the Wonder has Frozen. The Treasure has Moana, which has been billed by a lot of Broadway critiquing companies as one of the most amazing cruise ship show they've ever seen.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
And then soon to be on the Destiny is going to be, I think, Hercules.
Okay.
So
that'd be a good one.
I know. There's a cult following there. So people actually will pick different Disney ships to see the different Disney shows. And of course, on the Wish is The Little Mermaid. And it's a little bit of an alternative Little Mermaid story. More of a storytelling about, this princess who wanted to pursue her dreams. And the ending of The Little Mermaid on the Wish is just a slightly different than our 1989 movie that came out. Still the same idea, but Ariel, like the live action movie that has recently come out. More Ariel taking charge and winning her story there. So
that's cool.
Yeah, wonderful.
That's really cool.
Wonderful. All fantastic, fabulous stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we like I said, this is our first Disney cruise, and I mean it's been great.
And you would like to cruise Disney again, or is this check it off the list?
It's probably
potentially in the future if there's another really great deal.
Yeah,
and with our. My brother-in-law and his kids.
Like if we take the niece and nephew type thing. But we probably wouldn't do it just the two of us again because generally speaking for the price of it,
right.
I can go on Virgin.
You can go on something else that might be more suited financially, itinerary-wise.
It's more my space. I like the size of the ship, and even though there's lots and lots of kids, and doesn't seem to be a very empty
Sailing?
manifest.
Yeah.
I don't feel crowded most of the time, so I like that. It's a similar feel to when we go on a Virgin ship. It's a smaller ship. It's less people.
Yep.
So you never really feel crowded. There's a couple of spots where you get to like popular areas, but aside from that, it never feels too close. It never feels too crowded. You never have to wait too long.
If you just kind of go outside the box, like, you know, we hit breakfast about 7:45 this morning.
Mm-hmm.
That's we
got
get up
right
early.
in, beautiful. But of course, if you're going to hit breakfast around 9:45, might be a little bit of a longer wait.
What's our server last night? I mean, every night, but he was before we left. He was like, "Listen, tomorrow they're doing churro waffles."
Yeah,
so he was like, "But get there before 9 a.m.
You have to. You're not going to get any."
I was like, "Dude, that's fine." We were up and out of our stateroom meeting my parents at like 7:15 because we get up early regularly, right?
Yeah.
So
You're
like,
good.
no problem.
You're good.
I'm not fighting buffet lines.
I'm interested in your thoughts on the rotational evening dining.
I think it's awesome.
I think it's awesome. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because other crews, you know, it's like this is your main dining room, this is your dining staff, and it's the same place every night,
It's
which
the same,
is fine.
Same table, same room.
But like having the different, like, and the different menus, and like, so like first night was Animator's Palette, last night was Enchanted Garden, tonight is Royal Palace.
That's the rotation that I have. Yes. Yes.
And it was great. So like, and what I'm really excited for, it worked out. So Royal Palace, I believe, is like Cinderella-ish themed, or you know, princess
themed, but in a subtle way, more royal. Court,
okay.
Yeah.
Because we were trying to figure out like costumes, right? Because everybody's dressing up tonight, and we couldn't figure out anything.
Okay.
And my niece has all the princess dresses, and so I convinced everybody to be like, she's Cinderella, and then my brother and my nephew are Gus and Jacques.
Oh, beautiful!
And then my sister-in-law is the fairy godmother, and then we are the stepsisters.
You have to post photos.
So
it's gonna be wild.
Love it. I'm finding your family.
So we were like, I was like, you want to be the stepsisters? And he was like, yeah. And then I went to my niece. I was like, I'll pay you $5 to be Cinderella so I can make fun of you all night. And she was like, okay.
Cinderella.
Yep. And
I'm also looking forward to being dressed as an ugly stepsister.
Hilarious.
So every Cinderella I see, I can just go
torture them
and just shoot stare daggers at every single little Cinderella.
Hilarious.
Just make faces at them just because.
Yeah. And when, you know, some of my clients will ask me, well, do people dress up? I say, if you are not dressed up, you will be out of place.
Yeah.
But, you know, even pirate night, you don't have to go full on pirate, but a shirt.
Yeah.
You know, a hat. You know, you put your bandana on. You know, in Halloween, put something on. If you are in regular clothes,
you're out of place.
You will be the minority.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's great.
They go full on here.
Our so we did a cruise in October, and it was us and 28 friends.
Okay. Oh,
just like friend cruise.
Love it.
And we all decided to dress as pirates one night. We made a choice to have our own theme night. And people were coming around, and they would spot us and be like, you're part of the pirate group. And we're like, we are, yeah.
Nice.
But we were all of us dressed up as pirates.
Great.
And
love it.
And that was a blast. And that was like, that was, nobody else was dressed like that. But there was our group of friends.
I think it was Tropical Night.
I think it was Tropical
we were pirates.
Night.
Okay.
Like tropical theme night, and we were like, no, we're all pirates.
Themes.
Yeah.
Different themes, colors, and things like that. Yeah.
So,
sure.
but that was a blast because we were the ones that were out of place, but then everybody recognized us and knew we were part of the same group.
Great.
So that was a good time.
Great. Yeah. That's really the rotational dining. Just really sells it for me because, you know, you eat a different place every night, and people, I like that it's moving, and then on the longer sailings, you know, you'll repeat the dining rotation, but you know, sometimes like at Animator's Palette, when you do a second dining at Animator's Palette, you can they'll give you sheets where you draw a cartoon character.
Yeah.
And then you hand it in, and then on those screens, your cartoon character, they'll actually animate the character that you drew.
Yeah. I heard about that. I was disappointed they didn't do it.
But you have to go on a sailing longer than 3 nights because anything other than 3 nights, you have to repeat. And then they will repeat Animator's Palette on the first night they do Crush Talks to You. the second night will be the animation.
Does the menu change?
It does.
Okay.
Yeah, it can. Yeah, it does. From time to time. And the thing is actually last night we were in Enchanted Garden, but one of the people in our group really wanted that pasta bolognese, and our server went down and got it.
My dad did. We were the first night at Animator's Palette. He's like, I want French onion soup, and so he went to Royal Palace and got the French onion soup for my dad.
Yes.
So yeah,
and here it is, Animator's Palette right on our table. Yes,
yeah.
And a lot of some of my friends I travel with are vegetarian, gluten free, and our server will bring over the menu for the next night, when they can go through and pre-order. And if it's not on the menu, you're like, what do you need? We'll make it.
They did that for Steph's brother.
Yeah, he has a shellfish allergy, and so
Beautiful.
like even to like Lookout Cay, like he brought the menu for Lookout Cay, and he was able to. And I was like, wow, that's really freaking cool.
Yeah,
like just to be able to be like, nope, we'll make this separately, and he just had to go to whichever one of it was and pick up his order, and I was like, that's cool.
Yes,
that's a really like nifty thing to see, because I know I get asked a lot like, oh, well, how are they with like different cruise lines with like the gluten stuff, and I was like, well, they're this one is great, gluten, vegetarian stuff like that.
Yes. I think Disney is 100% number one when it comes to allergies, food allergies. My brother is dairy free, egg free, soy free, and gluten free.
Damn.
And
does he just eat grass?
He just eats nothing.
Is he a cow?
He says the only time he ever gets to eat is when we go to Disney World or Disney Cruise. And that's the only time he actually can eat decent food, because it's like, how do you make that at home? I don't know.
Yeah. No, at home, you're gonna eat rice. Have fun.
I think it's a lot of nothing. A lot of
rice and beans.
Yeah. Salad.
Salad, yeah.
Lettuce.
But limited salad
Where
dressing.
do you get your protein from?
Beans, lentils.
Some protein shake that has none of those ingredients.
That's crazy.
Yes. Yeah. But Disney does
it right.
It does it that good. And even for room service too. You can order room service with all of those allergies.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And the room service is 24 hours, and it's all free.
Oh, it's 24 hours?
It is 24 hours.
Damn.
Now, not necessarily tonight, because we do get off in the morning. So I do believe it goes till either midnight or maybe 1 a.m. tonight. But
generally speaking.
So if you would like chicken fingers and mac and cheese at 3 a.m., you order it, and it's free. Yeah,
because we past couple of nights we'll be like heading back to our room, and it's like 11:50, and I'll look at the thing and it says at 11:59 they close, and the only thing that's open is pizza, but I can't do red sauce. And so I'm like, man, I'm kind of hungry.
Yes.
I mean, I could just order room service. I was like, no, because they close in 19 minutes, whatever.
No, then they open at 12:01.
I was just like, man, I'm like, I could go for some food, and I just haven't ordered it. So I'm glad to know that for the future, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
24 hour.
I do know Mickey
included.
bars are not on the menu on room service, but you can order them.
Get them.
My dad has told us like 8 times. He's like, they're not on the menu, but you can order them with room service.
I have ordered it for dessert every night, a Mickey bar, and it comes to me on top of various sundaes, different flavors of sundaes, and the Mickey bar is like directly on top. And I just order the Mickey bar because I just want my ice cream,
Yeah.
So yes, it has come to me in various fashions.
I think the desserts are probably the best part of dinner.
Yes.
They've
been great.
Yes. Yeah. They have been very nice.
I love cruise dessert presentations. They're always just top notch.
Beautiful.
They're beautiful.
Yes.
I love them.
We will order one of everything, and then everybody on the table just takes
a bite
of everything.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Smart.
Do that.
That's smart.
Yeah, we all just order our own thing.
Yeah,
and
no,
usually
no.
it's 4 of one thing, and then
No,
one person's the oddball.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone can order their own thing. You can order one of everything, and they will bring it. But then everyone on your table can take a bite.
Yeah. He's this past last night with the prime rib. He's like, I want 2 prime ribs, but like I only need 1 plate with the sides. Just give me 2 pieces of meat.
Yes.
And so, or like I ordered the chicken, and I was like, I want prime rib, but I don't need all the extras, right? Because the chicken has potatoes, and like I don't need the others.
Right.
So I was like, can I just get a slice of prime rib? So there.
Yes.
And I love that about cruises because we did a family cruise, and we took our 17-year-old. And the first night, she's never been, and we told her, like, you can order things. She goes, can I order lasagna and a baked potato? I was like, that's a weird combination, but you absolutely can. And so she did. And she was like, this is amazing. And I was like, yeah.
Yes. I did at first night at Animator's Palette, I ordered my pasta bolognese and a side of mashed potatoes.
Okay, yeah.
And it was all fantastic.
So very similar.
All fantastic. And I almost ordered, I did the scallops last night, but I almost ordered a side of steak. But I was incredibly full, so I knew it would probably be a waste. But I did almost order a side of steak.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It would not have been on a side. It would have been a big plate.
Yeah.
But,
did you have fun on shore yesterday?
Yeah. So, yes. We actually had a cabana
Nice.
right on the family beach when you see there, which was beautiful. There's been some talk lately that beach is actually a little bit eroded. I was here a year ago, so I do agree it's a little bit less than it was a year ago, but it seems like they're working on it. They're improving it. We had a great experience with the beach that we had. I think it's a beautiful island. We did go on the other side for our shopping, some other pictures, but I'm really actually excited that we had such a wonderful day because I did have some agents on not too long ago on this ship and their lighthouse day rained.
I wish it would have rained yesterday. It was so hot.
We had a beautiful time.
Did you check out the trail?
I have checked it out before. I did not check it out this time, but I have checked it out before. Did you go on it?
Me and my father-in-law went and walked the trail.
Okay.
And we walked the low side.
Yes. Yep.
Which goes all the way through, all the way up, and then you can see them from the ship. You can see them from the family beach, the cliffs.
Yes, beautiful.
The end of the trail.
Yeah.
Empties out onto the beach.
Yes.
Right under the cliffs.
Yeah.
And there's a sign like no lifeguard on duty, swim at your own risk, but it's picturesque.
Beautiful.
Incredible.
Stunning. Yes. Yeah. Yes. This island is visually much more stunning than Disney's other island, which I do also love. Castaway Cay. It just has a little bit more of a lived-in feel because obviously it's been there for quite some time.
Yeah.
But Lighthouse is visually stunning.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, those rocks were pretty.
Yeah. Yes. I came about a year ago, just about a month after it opened, and we went down there and saw that. But about a year ago, it freshly opened. The foliage was quite sparse.
Yeah, I imagine.
It was like we planted all these plants, and hopefully they'll grow. And I can say a year has passed, and it looks very nice. It has filled in.
Yeah,
so that's beautiful.
Yeah, I was a big fan of it. It was nice because I like that it was still very naturey.
Yeah,
and I find a lot of the private islands they've moved away from it.
It's very commercialized. I mean, I do love Perfect Day.
Yeah,
okay, I think that is a beautiful island. Lots to do there.
Yeah,
but but I do love that the lighthouse is very nature focused, especially with their little signs and their little characters, crabs and butterflies. Find me and and tell my story. We did see we when we did go over to the side with the shops, we went right into the Junkanoo parade. And,
oh, nice! We missed that.
Yeah, oh, wonderful with the costumes and the drums and the dancing. It happens a couple of times throughout the day. Really wonderful. Very nice cultural touch to that.
Yeah.
So that's nice to catch that if you can.
Yeah, we missed that. We went to Serenity Bay.
Yes.
And that's where we stayed for a little while.
And then there is your adult area.
And it was great.
Yes.
So
this island is a little bit opposite than Disney's other island because the adult on this island, the adult is just an extension of the family. Whereas on Castaway Cay, the family situation is right when you get off the ship. And then you have to take a tram to the adult area, so which is on the other side. So it's a little bit kind of
it was nice because my brother and the kids and stuff, they got off and they were at the family beach, and so we got off before everybody else, and we thought, oh, we're ahead of everybody. We'll go check it out. And my parents were on the tram behind us, so we just met up with them. We all walked over there, and we hung out there for a while, got some food, and then we just walked over to the family side. And I was like, oh, that's cool. It is just like right there, but it was still far enough away and disconnected. But you could see like there was like nobody in the water where we were, and then the family beach, you could see all the people.
Everybody's there. Yeah.
Like, dang.
Yep.
Then it got hot, and so then.
Yes, it was a little toasty out there, but. Occasionally the weather does take a turn, and sometimes the ship cannot dock at either of its private islands. That has happened in the past. So
oh wow!
Take that risk, I'm sure, with any cruise line. So that you always hope that doesn't happen, and it happened very few and far between.
That was my thought walking back yesterday. I was like, I imagine. Because the pier is very long.
Yes, it is.
And it's very exposed.
Yes.
And I was wondering, because there's got to be an occasion like, oh, it's, middle of the afternoon. I'm going to go back to the ship, and just like a nasty squall just whips up.
Correct.
And
potentially could happen.
Yeah. And my thought was like, if that does happen, do they block the pier off and not let anybody hey, you gotta wait this storm out. It's a little too nasty right now. And then what if they do that, what if you're already on the pier? They're like, well, you just like hunker down, crawl.
One of my agents that was on a week or so ago, she said they were walking the pier, and like as they approached the ship, so like as they were getting in the line to do your tap card, it was torrential downpour. So not necessarily squall like, but they said it was just. They were just drenched because there was no
cover.
But other than that, they were fine. But yes, it's all of that's probably entirely possible, and I don't know what would happen until I hopefully not experience that.
As long as it's not like cold season, you might get a little chilled because rainstorms cool everything off.
Right.
As long as it's not lightning. I'm all about like being on a tropical island in the rain is great.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely places. There was plenty of pavilions and shade and covers. I don't mind it, but it's. Yeah, I thought we had a great day.
Wonderful. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, great.
Well, you got any fun stories? Any like anything that's good for views?
Let's see. What do we have here? When the Disney Treasure launched, it did its christening in New York City.
Oh, that's cool.
And before it came down to Florida. So I actually got to tour the ship while I was in New York City. And Disney has left cruising out of New York City since like 2022. And so being able, so I got to tour it before its maiden voyage, before it came down here. So being able to see a Disney ship in the New York harbor with the buildings in the background, That's
cool.
That was really fantastic. Especially the parking garage is right there. So the ship is right there. A brand new ship, Disney's brand new treasure, which is beautiful, right in with the New York skyline. I really wish Disney would come back to New York, and I know a lot of people are really hoping that happens. But maybe sometime soon. But I was booked on the Disney Adventure, which is not going to sail on its maiden voyage. So the Disney Adventure was a ship that Disney acquired from another company and is going to be based in Singapore.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yes. So, and the ship is coming along. So it's the first time Disney has not built a ship from the ground up. And it's coming along. And I booked myself on it for March 5th through the 9th. It is supposed to launch this December.
Okay.
And I have a thing where I like to be on every Disney ship. Royal, forget it. They have too many.
Mm-hmm. they're just popping them out.
I'm not going to make it. But I've already, Disney has so few, and I've already been on every one. So, I booked the Disney Adventure for March 5th through the 9th. And the itineraries are very, very cheap, very inexpensive. Of course, the flight will not be inexpensive.
Yeah.
But I know that going into it. We've already done the one down to Australia. So we've flown from Australia to Boston, Singapore to Boston. It's fine. We'll be great. So the other day, about 2 weeks ago, the Disney Adventure is in Germany, and they sent it out for sea trials.
Oh.
And, I saw some pictures. And then, it didn't really look good. It did not look finished. And I'm thinking normally when they send the ship out for sea trials, now I don't know because I'm not really a shipbuilder, but normally when they send the ship out for sea trials, it should be pretty good to go. I would think. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the idea is this is what the ship is supposed to be sailing as.
Put it in
all
the
its
water.
Features.
Right.
Make sure nothing comes unbolted.
Yeah.
Shaking
right.
it down.
Yes. But it had a lot of scaffolding up.
Oh.
You know what? The funnel, the iconic Disney red funnels, they didn't look finished. So it just looked like it was still under construction, but out for sea trials in Germany. No worries. And so clearly, I think those pictures maybe people started to talk because very shortly after those photos were released, Disney canceled all sailings on the adventure through March 10th. Now, I was booked March 5th through the 9th. All sailings are canceled through March 10th.
Damn.
So I will not be sailing on the Disney Adventure as of this moment. The maiden voyage has been moved from December something to March 10th. And so we'll see how that goes. But me and my client were booked, and it's a ship for the Asian market. It's not necessarily a ship for us, but it is still Disney owned and operated, and to my knowledge. And I wanted to get on it. So the pricing is really, really cheap. They do 3, 4, and 5 night cruises to nowhere. So it goes in and out of Singapore, and it goes nowhere. It goes in the ocean for 3, 4, and 5 nights.
Okay.
Which is not really a thing in the United States. There's some type of maritime law where the ship has to stop somewhere.
Every certain number of days.
Yeah.
We did a cruise to nowhere on a Virgin ship. It was 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
So we went out Friday, we were back Sunday.
Okay.
It was just a day at sea, and then back.
They were filming a Real Housewives of Miami episode.
Okay,
that's the only reason.
There you go. That was how they were allowed that. So the attraction is the ship. The Disney Adventure is the ship. It's going to be the first Disney ship with attractions on it.
Oh.
A roller coaster type thing, a merry-go-round, some type of other spinny ride. And it's made for the Asian market. So the pricing was really, compared to this market, the pricing was very, very cheap, less expensive.
Yeah.
But of course the flight will not be less expensive
No.
to get there than here.
You're going all the way around the world.
You are going to the other side of the world. Yes, it will take 25 or so hours to get there. And then back. So I will. My quest to get on the Disney Adventure is yet to be seen, but obviously Disney has been taking care of us and allowed us to rebook at a discounted rate if we so choose.
Nice.
Cannot sail, but here's something to ease the pain.
Yeah, we'll give you a discount.
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
Yes. Other than that, when I did the Disney's inaugural sailing, like I said, the Trans-Pacific from Hawaii to Sydney, 2 weeks, we had 9 days at sea. I know that's probably going to thrill you.
Nope.
We stopped in Fiji. And when am I ever going to go to Fiji?
Yeah.
Probably not. Seeing it was when the ship at 4 a.m. we were going to be sailing into Sydney Harbor, and we were going to go under the Sydney Bridge, which is directly next to the Sydney Opera House.
Yeah.
And so everybody was up. They told us, that it was going to be 4 a.m. The entire deck, 3:45 in the morning, everybody is on the deck, and it's pitch black out, and the Sydney Bridge is approaching, closer and closer and closer. And the Disney Wonder is the smaller Disney ship. They actually had to lower the flagpole mast on the top so we could go under it. And I don't know how many what the clearance was, but it looked really close.
It's like that sailing out of Tampa too.
Right.
You got to go into the Skyway Bridge, and
right. It is close.
It's
Close. Now, again, I don't know how close it is, but it is close. And the bridge is 400 feet up above sea level. And I mean, everyone's cheering. It's all fantastic. It's 4 a.m. Loved it. And we went by, again, pitch black, went by the Sydney Opera House. And to look over and see that, I bawled my eyes out. Now I'm a Disney girl, like Disney things get me all in the feels. Mm-hmm. And the fact that I was on a Disney ship and I looked over and I saw this landmark that I've seen in pictures.
Yeah.
Video, film for 40 years of my life. And now suddenly I'm looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing the Sydney Opera House was probably one of the most wonderful things I've ever done. And a Disney ship took me there. So
that's cool. That's a cool story.
I would not be able to help myself.
Would you start singing
I'm
opera?
coming, Nemo!
We did. We tried to find the Wallaby Way, that didn't exist. But after we got off the ship, we actually then did the excursion to climb up the Sydney Bridge. So you can actually climb the Sydney Bridge up to the top. So I was under and over the Sydney Bridge.
That's cool.
In the same day.
That's
awesome.
really cool.
So there we go.
That's awesome.
These are great stories.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for joining us and giving us your time, telling us some stories.
Yes.
Where can we find you?
You can find me. I'm Kristen at Love the Mouse Travel.
Mm-hmm.
I am only on Facebook. I don't do the gram and I don't do the TikToks. I got a lot going on. But if you search on Facebook, Kristen at Love the Mouse Travel, you will find me. That's Kristen with an E-N. Mm-hmm. And then we are lovethemousetravel.com, part of Love Travel Collection. We're based out of Biloxi, Mississippi. 150 agents. Love to help all of your travel needs. We do love the mouse, but we also do love lots of other travel, and I would be more than happy to help you.
Wonderful.
Lovely.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having me. Lovely to talk to you.
Yeah, it's great.
And once again, until next time, calm seas.
Clear skies.